was a moment of optimism among the kind of like CEO class that they were going to be able to work with this guy. And, I talked about this in the book. Thiel, I think, did a lot to kind of push that perception. And, Trump and Bannon and others were like really interested in the idea of like, cultivating American industry. And they saw Musk as like as a potential ally there because he has kind of crossover appeal. He's employing Americans. There's a story they could tell. And, they were talking about infrastructure. I think Musk was like trying to find something that was, that was fundable. And I mean, that's kind of what Silicon Valley is all about, is like finding ideas that you can raise money for. And I think he just intuited that this would be a way to like raise some money. Like Trump is going to want to do some infrastructure stuff. And so I think that was like the not totally well thought out plan.
Was Trump disappointing to them in that way?
I mean, I think Trump was disappointing to them in all sorts of ways. I mean, Musk, Thiel, I think, felt like, I think for like Thiel and these right-wing guys, he was not right-wing enough was one of the problems. Yeah. And also, and not, disciplined and not actually ideological in any way, which like, it's kind of hard to understand how they deluded themselves into thinking that was that they were going to get some kind of like ideological, revolution. Cause that's not really how Trump positioned his candidacy. I mean, he anyway,
it's funny because it's another kind of connection with Musk, is this sort of like, as much as we would like to try to read some coherent ideology here, there's a lot more sort of fluidity in the way that those figures move.
I mean, I think these guys saw Trump as a potential business partner and were willing to overlook all the ways that he was troubling. I mean, including these and ways that, as I point out in the book, I mean, ways that really you would think would be like non-negotiable issues to them. Like you would think that an industry that's built and staffed by immigrants, where many of the CEOs, both Thiel and Musk, are immigrants, that they would like, have a problem with this kind of crazy hard right immigration policy, like, electing a nativist in the 21st century. But they didn't. They just thought, we can work with this guy. And I think over time and this guy, like this has played out, I think, with a lot of people who made the same kind of calculation. Trump revealed himself to not be a good business partner, or at least not as they saw it. And so for Musk, I think Musk thought that he had something valuable to offer Trump, which was this kind of like, I'm an American job creator. You want to have this kind of like robust nationalistic industrial policy. You want to make America great again. Tesla's a good vehicle for that.